Yeah, so the formula of finding area of the formula of finding the perimeter of a rectangle is equal to length plus width, into bracket times 2. Length plus width into bracket times 2. That's the formula of finding perimeter of a rectangle. I hope you are all writing that. I hope mnaandika hiyo. The formula of finding perimeter of a rectangle is length plus width into bracket times 2. That's the formula of finding perimeter of a rectangle. The formula of finding perimeter of a square is length plus length into bracket, length plus length into bracket times 2, or length times 4. At times you can say side plus side, side plus side into bracket times 2, or side times 4. That is the perimeter of finding square. You are asked to find the perimeter of a square, that is side times 4, or side plus side into bracket times 2. Kindly note down these formulas. We go now to the formula of finding the perimeter of a circle. Perimeter of a circle. And the perimeter of a circle, there is another definition that there's another term for perimeter of a circle, that is circumference. Circumference of a circle. Ukiulizwa find the circumference of a circle, it's like they're asking you to find the perimeter of a circle. It's like they're asking you to find the perimeter of a circle. So perimeter or a circumference of a circle equals to pi dh. Pi dh. Pi dh. I wish ningekuwa na something ya kuonyesha vile pi inakaa. I wish ningekuwa, but maybe we'll try with our learning tool iweze kutuonyesha pi inakaaje. Yeah, pi dh. Pi dh. D is is pi d, not pi dh. I'm sorry. H haiko hapo. I'm sorry for that. It's pi d. Pi d, can either be 22/7, or 3.14. How do you get 3.14? When you divide 7 divided by 22, and you get 3.14. So you can be asked to use pi to be 22/7 or 3.14. What is d? D is diameter. In that circle, there is a diameter, and this diameter, ukiangalia circle, acha tutumie tu learning tool tu kupeana hizo example. Kuna wengine hataelewa until wameona pictorial. pictorial. Hii sasa naenda kuleta picha. I hope what have I done? I was supposed to instruct it to sketch, not image, because it's now trying to bring an image. So we said, let's just go, even as it is now, trying to generate, let us try and at least explain what a circle is. You know how the circle is. So the distance from one corner to the other, that is what is called at the center. It's not at the center. Within the distance between one point to the other, within that distance is what we call diameter. That distance is what we call diameter. And we have radius. What is radius? Radius is the half of diameter. A half of diameter. So the formula of finding circumference is pi d, or 2 pi r. 2 pi r. 2, the number 2, then pi, then r. R is radius. So if you've been asked to find the circumference of a circle and you have been given diameter, you use the formula pi d. If you're asked to find circumference or perimeter of a circle and you have been given radius, the formula to find it is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. That is the formula of finding perimeter of a circle if you are given radius. If you are given radius, it is very slow. I don't know the reason. Don't know the reason why it is. Yeah, this. Are you all seeing the circle? Nona, are you seeing the circle? Kindly respond. Are you seeing the circle? Are you seeing the circle? Okay. Yeah. Francis aoni. Francis, itabidi umetafuta simu ingine, simu inakusumbua sana. Koda kusaidie ukuwe na simu nyingine inakusumbua cause so hii circle ukiangalia let me so I hope mnaona arrow yangu. So kutoka distance kutoka hapa mpaka hapa, hiyo ni diameter. Distance kutoka hapa mali hii arrow yangu ina point mpaka hapa, that is diameter. Then the distance from this point mpaka hapa kwa center, until the center, that is what we call radius. So you can be given a question for you to find perimeter of this circle or circumference of this circle, and you've been given the diameter, the distance from this point to this point, to be, let's say, 14 centimeter. And they want you to find circumference of this circle. And they have said pi equals to 22/7. You'll use 22/7 times 14. 14 is the diameter. If they have asked you to find the perimeter of this circle, and this circle has a radius, the distance from this point to this point is 7 centimeter. They want you to find perimeter or circumference of this circle. The formula you will use is 2 pi r. So you'll take 2 times 22 over 7 times 7. When you calculate, you get your answer. You get your answer for this question. Okay, so we are going to touch on perimeter, and we are going to start with the the perimeter of a square, sorry, a rectangle, followed by the perimeter of a square. Then the last one is a circle, a circle. Then I'm sorry. There's also the perimeter or circumference of a semicircle. A semicircle is a half of this circle. Hiyo tutakuja tu baadaye, half of this circle. So you can be asked to find circumference of a semicircle. A semicircle is a half of this circle. There is also circumference of a quarter circle. A quarter circle. Then there's three-quarter circle. Three-quarter circle. So there is a lot that we need to cover in this topic called measurement. There is a lot for us to cover, but worry not, tutajaribu kwa uwezo wa God. I think by next week, it is my prayer, Tuesday next week or Wednesday next week, tuwe tumemaliza business calculation for us to be able to start to touch on the previous examination that were done in the past. So we are going to start with the perimeter of a rectangle. Okay. Circle. Okay, also under this topic, we are also going to tackle volume, area, volume and area. And under the area, under your topic volume, tutaweza cover the volume of a cylinder, the volume of a cube, the volume of a cuboid. Volume of a cuboid. We are also going to touch on them. See what is happening. I'm also having issue with my internet, but the questions. Here are some of the questions. Here are 20 practice questions on the perimeter of a rectangle, square, circle, semicircle, quarter circle, and three-quarter circle. Use pi to be 22 over 7 unless stated otherwise. As I had shared earlier, the key formula, rectangle perimeter equals to 2 into bracket length plus width, square perimeter 4 times side 4 times s, or s times 4, or maybe you can say s plus s into bracket 2. S to mean side. These are the key formulas. Let me share them. Let me share these formulas kwa group. Let me share them kwa group kwa wale ambao screen yao ionyeshi vizuri. So let me share them right away. Let me share them. Oh, sorry, I was nimekuja. I share my screen. Yeah, this is now the formula. The formula, we share them kwa group. Yeah, so semicircle, circle, this is the formula of finding a circle. The perimeter of a circle is C equals to 2 pi r, 2 pi r. So usifollow hii sana ti 3.0 hiyo hapana. It's supposed to be 22 over 7. 22 over 7. Semicircle equals to pi r plus 2, pi r plus 2r, pi r plus 2r. That's the formula of finding a perimeter of a semicircle. That is half, it's supposed to be half times, is it half times pi r? Is half pi r, half 2 pi r. That's the formula, half 2 pi r. Then for a quarter circle supposed to be a quarter 2 pi r. Hii naona natumia something different, but tutajaribu kutesti formula yao. Ito anasema ati half pi r plus 2r. You just have to use the simple one to be a quarter 2 pi r. 3/4 2 pi r. That's the formula. We go straight to the questions. Yeah, question 1. A rectangle is 18 centimeter long and 12 centimeter wide. Find its perimeter. A rectangle is 18 centimeter long and 12 centimeter wide. Find its perimeter. Find its perimeter. So the perimeter of a rectangle is said to be length plus width into bracket times 2. So 18 centimeter is length, 12 centimeter is width. So 18 plus 12, that is 30, times 2, that is 60 centimeter. Usiseme 60 centimeter squared, hiyo uta wrong. You will get it wrong. Usiseme 60 centimeter square, we are not finding a inner square. So 18 plus 12, that is 30, times 2, that is 60. So it's 60 centimeter. We go now to number 2. Number 2 is a rectangle. Field measures 14.5 meter by 30 meter. Calculate its perimeter. Perimeter, we said, of a rectangle is length plus width into bracket times 2. So 45 plus 30, that is 75 meters, times 2, that is 150 meters. Tuko sawa mpaka hapo? Are we okay until there? Are we okay? Yeah, so let us try question 3 and 4. Tujaribu question 3 and 4. Sorry, I was handling some emergency kidogo. I've seen some of you have been able to share the answers hapo. Francis, I see Bernard, I see Lily, I see Florence, Tony, I see Joshua and the rest. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Joshua, explain to us how you have been able to get question 3. Joshua? Yuko kweli ama umetoka? Joshua, Tony?
Yes, Churchill. Hello?
Tony?
Yes, yes. Am I audible? Okay, thank you. Number 3. A classroom is 9.5 meters long and 6.2 meters wide. Find the perimeter. So, as we all know, from the measurements given, this must be a rectangle because of the measurements stated. Rectangle, 2 sides are equal. And the other side, yeah, they are not of equal sides, that is. So the length will be 9.5. Maybe we can just draw a small sketch, 9.5 meters, and the width will be 6.2 meters. And the formula is perimeter for a triangle is 2 into length plus width, where 2 into L, which is 9.5, plus width, which is 6.2. Then in bracket, meters. So when you do your calculation, you'll get your answer to be 31.4 meters. Maybe just for emphasis, since this is measurements, or in mathematics, if you're giving an answer, always maintain the units. So if it is meters, centimeters, kilograms, kg, grams, and any other. Yeah. Thank you. Back to you, Churchill.
Thank you so much, Tony, and also for clarifying some issues. Anything to do with the measurement, there must be a unit there. You don't just have to kupeana kwamba ni 31 point something hivyo. You need to indicate the unit. That the unit can either be meter, centimeter, millimeter, all that. So you need to include it. Okay. The next number. The next number 4. Number 4. I want a lady, Lily. Kindly explain to us your number 4.
Number 4, a rectangle has length 25 centimeters and width 16 centimeters. Find the length of the fencing required. The formula is still 2 into length plus width. You say 2, 25 plus 16. You get 82 centimeters.
Wow, let us appreciate her. Thank you. Do I have to explain? Section B? Let us try and tackle section B. A square of 14 centimeter, find its perimeter. Tujaribu your question section B hapa. They're asking you to find perimeter of a square. Perimeter of a square. They have about 4 questions. Let us try and tackle the 4 questions there. Yeah, so I see answers from Lily, Christine, Tony, Joshua. Okay, so question 5. Question 5. Question 5. Christine, explain to us how you have found your answer, question 5. After Christine, we go to Joshua, tatuambia question 6. Alafu question 6. Yeah, so Christine, your question 5.
A square has a side of 14 centimeter. Find its perimeter. You have been given the formula of finding the perimeter of a square is 4 times side. And here one side is 14 centimeter. So I've taken 4 times that 14 centimeter, which is of one side. And the answer that I've got is that 56 centimeter.
Yeah, let us appreciate her. Yeah, we go now to questions. Joshua, question 6. Joshua?
Okay, as a square garden has a side of length of the perimeter. So we say side times 4, of which the one side measures 35 meters. So 35 by 4, you get 140 meters. And as if there is another method we can use of adding 35 plus 35 plus 35 plus 35, we get 140 centimeters because a square has all sides equal.
Yeah, let us appreciate him. We go now to question 7. Question 7. Question 7. Sijaona jibu ya na watu wengi wameweza kuleft hapa. Elizabeth, I've not seen you answering any question. Elizabeth and Josephine, sijaona mkipeana majibu hapa. Sijaona mkipeana majibu hapa, especially business calculation. You need to participate. There's no need of attending if you are not participating, especially business calculation. There's no need. Yeah, question 7. Tony, tusaidie hapo. Question 7 tumalize.
Question 7.
Then mimi nitatackle question 8.
Question 7, a square tile measures 22 centimeters on each side. Find its perimeter. So the formula we still hold, perimeter is equals to 4L, where 4 times L, where L is the number of sides, the length of the sides. So 4 times 22 centimeters. So it will be 88 centimeters as your final answer.
Okay, thank you so much, Tony. Let us appreciate him. Yeah, we go now to the next question, that is number 8. A playground is squared shaped with each side measuring 48. Find the distance around it. We say the perimeter is length times 4 or side times 4. So we multiply 48 meters times 4. we get our answer to be 192 meters. 192 meters. 192 meters. Na hivyo ndio vile tumemaliza perimeter of a square and perimeter of a rectangle. Perimeter of a square and perimeter of a rectangle. So thank you so much. Let us meet tonight. Asanteni sana.